guys, so today I'm going to show you my typical leg and booty workout. I'm going to take you along to the gym and I'm super excited because I've been wanting to do this for so long. So I hope you enjoy. Yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first off, I'm doing a warm-up. So I usually like to go on the Stairmaster for about 10 minutes. Sometimes I do the elliptical machine instead, or even just a light jog on the treadmill. So next I'm just doing some box jumps, and I like to superset these with some jump squats. I just do them on the side of the box when I'm finished. If you don't know what a superset is, it's basically 2 or more consecutive exercises that you do without a break in between, so it really burns. So one thing to keep in mind when you're doing this exercise is since you're jumping, it can cause a lot of strain on your knees, so just make sure to point your knees towards your toes and push them out. For the next part of the warm-up, I'm just doing some stretching, dynamic stretching. So first I'm doing the pigeon stretch just to open up my hips, since for the next exercises we're going to be doing squats and more compound movements. So you really want to make sure your hips are nice and loose just so you don't pull a muscle or injure yourself.
Trying to keep it up don't seem so simple. I just fucked 2 bitches.
The first exercise I'm gonna do is squats. Right before my squats, I like to do hip abduction with a resistance band. I just do about 10 reps just to get my glutes fired up. Okay, so one of my favorite exercises is squats. This is a great compound movement, so I just try to get nice and low to really feel it in my glutes, and make sure to squeeze your butt at the top. I am starting with a light weight, so you can even just do this with the bar, but I like to do it with 25 pounds. Here I'm doing heavy squats. I just put a 45-pound plate on the bar, and I'm still really trying to sit low in my squat and really push through your heels when you're coming back up. This makes sure you have more power, and it kind of keeps you stable on your feet. So I have been trying this powerlifting technique even though I'm not squatting very heavy. So what you do is you take a deep breath at the top of your squat, do your rep, and then you exhale. So basically you're holding your breath throughout your whole squat, and this really creates tension in your core, so it keeps the core tight and it gives you stability. As you can see here, I just went back to my lightweight squats. This is more of a burnout. I'm doing 10 reps again for 3 sets, and this just really burns and fatigues the muscles. Next, I just set up the bar for deadlifts, and I do more hip opening stretches because I have really tight hips. So I just squat down, push my hands against my knees and push them out. And then I do some Cossack squats, and these just really stretch the inner thigh. Now I'm doing deadlifts, and this is also one of my favorite exercises. You really have to squeeze your butt at the top to feel the burn. I'm doing wide stance deadlifts. There's a couple different ways to do deadlifts, but this is one of my favorites. So just a sumo position with my feet very wide apart. Just hoping it doesn't fall. So now I'm just doing barbell lunges. I did find it kind of hard to balance when I was just starting out with this exercise. Now I've gotten used to it, but basically what I did was I made sure that my feet were wide enough apart, and this just really helps with my balance. Now I'm doing split squats, and here I just pulled up a bench. I rest my foot flat on the bench, and I lunge deep down. I'm using dumbbells here. I think I use 30 pounds. If this is too heavy, you can honestly just do this without the weight, just to get used to it. So now I went over to the cable machine, and I'm just doing some cable kickbacks for my hamstrings and glutes. Here I don't like to put too much weight on because I really like to focus on the movement and squeezing my glute. yeah, so basically you just hold on to the machine and kick back. Make sure to squeeze your core to stay stable. And yeah. So here I did some hamstring curls. Start out with a very lightweight because you can easily pull a muscle in the hamstring. So once you build up, you can add more. But this is very good to do slowly and you really will feel the burn. Now I'm just doing leg extensions, and I like to do these slow again just to really feel the muscle contract and squeeze at the top. Sometimes instead of the 3 sets of 10 reps, I just do as many as I can until my legs can't pull the weight anymore, and I just do this 3 times. For hip abductions, I like to use the machine and put as much weight as I can since I can really push myself at the end of my workout. And I also like to prop myself up and hold onto the machine, really so I can just get the stretch in my hamstrings and glutes. Okay, so I just finished the workout. This is so awkward. Oh my god. Yeah. Hey guys, so I just finished my workout and I was literally in the gym for 3 hours because I bought this GorillaPod. It's like this little tripod that you can wrap around anything. So like you put your camera on it and then you just wrap it around whatever equipment just to get the angles and everything. But I bought the small version, so it was super hard. My camera was falling the whole time. Hopefully I figure this out. I think I'm gonna return this GorillaPod and get a bigger one if I'm gonna start doing this more often, but I hope the footage ends up being good for you guys so you can enjoy the workout, because that's my favorite workout for legs. Like, it just feels so good. I need to stop shaking. I have an exam at 9 a.m. and I'm kind of freaking out because I still need to go back and study. This is my life. Like, this is how I function. I just do things really last minute. Welcome to Sarah's life. But like, I always come to the gym really late, so I'm gonna drive home now. Bye.
So rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop.